Chapter 1: The Unyielding Pursuit of Self. Why do you think that life will stop for you? Because I won't answer what you said. I want to show you why you must be successful. Stay in it. Imagine waking up every single morning with a fire burning deep inside your chest, a relentless flame that refuses to be extinguished no matter how many storms life throws your way. This is the essence of focusing on you until you win. It's not about waiting for the world to hand you opportunities on a silver platter. It's about crafting your own path with unshakable determination. Life doesn't pause for anyone. It's a constant rush of challenges, distractions, and unexpected turns. But when you decide to focus on yourself, truly and deeply, you become the master of your destiny. You stop chasing shadows and start building empires from the ground up. Let me paint a picture for you. Picture yourself as a lone warrior standing at the base of a towering mountain. The peak is shrouded in mist, and the path upward is riddled with jagged rocks, steep cliffs, and howling winds that threaten to knock you off your feet at every step. Others might look at that mountain and turn back, intimidated by its sheer size and the effort required to conquer it. But not you. You lace up your boots, tighten your grip on your resolve, and begin the climb. Why? Because you know that the view from the top, the victory, the success, the fulfillment, is worth every blister, every ache, every moment of doubt. Focusing on you means acknowledging that this mountain is yours to climb, and no one else's footsteps will get you there. Now, think about the distractions that pull at you daily. Social media scrolls endlessly, promising glimpses into lives that seem perfect, but they're just illusions crafted to make you feel inadequate. Friends and family might offer well-meaning advice, but often it's laced with their own fears and limitations. Work demands your time, bills pile up, and unexpected setbacks, like a job loss or a failed relationship, can feel like earthquakes shaking your foundation. In these moments, it's easy to lose sight of your goals, to let the noise drown out your inner voice. But here's the truth. Success doesn't come to those who scatter their energy like confetti in the wind. It comes to those who gather it, focus it like a laser beam, and direct it solely toward their own growth and achievement. Focusing on you until you win requires a mindset shift, a complete rewiring of how you perceive yourself and the world around you. Start by understanding your worth. You are not defined by your past mistakes, your current circumstances, or the opinions of others. You are a unique force, capable of extraordinary things if only you believe it fiercely enough. Take inventory of your strengths, the skills you've honed, the passions that ignite your soul, the resilience you've built through hardships. Write them down, stare at them, let them sink in until they become your armor against self-doubt. But self-focus isn't selfish, it's essential. When you prioritize your growth, you become better equipped to help others, to contribute meaningfully to the world. Think of it like oxygen masks on an airplane. You must secure your own before assisting those around you. If you're depleted, scattered, or unfulfilled, how can you possibly lift others up? Success is contagious. When you win, you inspire waves of change in your circle and beyond. Let's delve deeper into the daily practices that embody this focus. Begin each day with intention. Rise early, before the world awakens, and dedicate time to yourself. Meditate to clear your mind of clutter, journal your goals to solidify them. Exercise to strengthen your body and spirit. These rituals aren't optional. They're the foundation upon which your empire is built. As the day unfolds, guard your time jealously. Say no to commitments that don't align with your vision. Surround yourself with positivity, books that challenge you, podcasts that motivate you, people who uplift you rather than drain you. Remember, the journey to winning isn't linear. There will be plateaus where progress feels stagnant, valleys where despair creeps in, and detours that test your patience. In these times, recall why you started. What dream burns brightest in your heart? Is it financial freedom, creative expression, personal legacy? Hold on to that vision like a lifeline. Visualize yourself at the finish line, not just achieving the goal, but feeling the rush of accomplishment, the pride in your eyes, the freedom in your step. Critics will emerge, doubters will whisper, and even your own mind might sabotage you with thoughts of inadequacy. But focus on you means tuning out the static. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations. I am capable. I am worthy. I will win. Study the greats, those who rose from obscurity to greatness through sheer self-focus. Oprah Winfrey didn't build her media empire by waiting for permission. She focused on her story, her voice, her impact. Elon Musk didn't revolutionize industries by scattering his efforts. He honed in on his visions for space and sustainable energy, ignoring naysayers at every turn. As you embark on this chapter of your life, commit to consistency. Small, daily actions compound into massive results. Read voraciously to expand your knowledge, network strategically to open doors, invest in skills that set you apart. Track your progress, celebrate wins, no matter how small, and learn from failures without letting them define you. Focusing on you until you win is a declaration of self-love, a vow to never settle for less than you deserve. It's about becoming so obsessed with your potential that nothing can deter you. Life won't stop for you, but when you harness your focus, you'll move through it like a force of nature, unstoppable and triumphant. Stay in it, because the win is closer than you think. The path may be long, but every step forward is a victory in itself. Embrace the grind, cherish the growth, and remember, you are the architect of your success. Keep climbing that mountain, one focused step at a time, until you stand at the summit, basking in the glory of your hard-earned win. But don't stop here. There's more to uncover. In the depths of self-focus lies the power to transform not just your life, but your entire reality. Let's explore further. Imagine the ripple effects of your success. The lives you touch, the barriers you break, the legacy you leave. It's all within reach when you commit unwaveringly to yourself. Challenges will come disguised as opportunities to quit, but view them as tests of your resolve. Each obstacle overcome adds another layer to your strength, another story to your legend. Share your journey selectively, not for validation, but to inspire. Your focus becomes a beacon for others lost in the fog. As night falls and you reflect on the day, ask yourself, did I focus on me today? Did I take steps toward winning? Adjust, refine, persist. Tomorrow is another chance to sharpen that focus, to edge closer to victory. This chapter is just the beginning, a spark to ignite your inner fire. Let it burn brightly, guiding you through the darkness until you emerge victorious. Focus on you, relentlessly, passionately, until you win, and win you will. Chapter 2, Embracing the Inner Fire, Igniting Your Passion for Victory. Now that you've ignited the spark of self-focus in Chapter 1, let's dive deeper into the heart of what drives you forward. That inner fire, the unquenchable passion that propels you toward winning. This chapter is all about embracing that fire, nurturing it until it becomes a blazing inferno that consumes every obstacle in your path. Passion isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's the fuel that sustains you through the long nights, the grueling efforts, and the moments when giving up seems like the easiest option. Without it, focus is merely a directionless beam of light. With it, focus becomes a laser-sharp tool for carving out your success. Let's start by understanding what this inner fire truly is. It's that deep-seated desire, the one that keeps you up at night dreaming of possibilities, the one that makes your heart race when you think about achieving your goals. For some, it's the dream of building a business that changes lives. For others, it's mastering a skill that sets them apart in their field. And for many, it's simply the pursuit of personal freedom, financial, emotional, or spiritual. Whatever form it takes, this fire is uniquely yours, born from your experiences, your pains, your aspirations. But here's the crucial part. You must embrace it fully, without reservation, because half-hearted passion leads to half-hearted results. Imagine yourself standing in front of a massive bonfire on a cold, dark night. The flames dance wildly, casting shadows that twist and turn, warming everything they touch. This bonfire represents your passion, powerful, alive, and capable of illuminating the darkest corners of your journey. But if you neglect it, if you let the winds of doubt or the rains of procrastination douse it, it will flicker and die out, leaving you in the cold. Embracing the inner fire means tending to it daily, adding logs of inspiration, fanning the flames with action, and protecting it from the elements that seek to extinguish it. Why is this so vital to focusing on you until you win? Because passion is the bridge between intention and execution. You can have all the plans in the world, but without that burning drive, they'll remain just ink on paper. Think back to the great achievers throughout history. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb through mere focus. It was his passionate obsession with innovation that led him through 1,000 failed attempts. J.K. Rowling didn't pen the Harry Potter series in a vacuum. Her passion for storytelling, fueled by personal hardships, turned rejection letters into a global phenomenon. These icons embraced their inner fire, letting it guide them through adversity. And in doing so, they won, not just externally, but internally, by becoming the best versions of themselves. To embrace your inner fire, you must first identify it clearly. Take a moment, right now if you can, to reflect deeply. What activities make time fly by? What injustices make your blood boil, urging you to take action? What visions of the future excite you so much that you feel a surge of energy just thinking about them? Journal these thoughts extensively. Don't rush. Let the words flow like a river, uncovering layers you didn't know existed. Perhaps it's entrepreneurship, where you see yourself launching a startup that solves real-world problems. Or maybe it's artistry, where creating music, paintings, or writings fills you with purpose. Whatever it is, name it, claim it, and let it become the core of your self-focus. Once identified, nurture this passion relentlessly. Surround yourself with reminders of it, posters on your walls, quotes on your phone, books on your shelf that align with your fire. Dive into communities, both online and offline, where like-minded individuals share your enthusiasm. Attend workshops, watch documentaries, listen to TED Talks that fan the flames. But remember, nurturing isn't passive, it's active engagement. If your passion is writing, write every day, even if it's just a paragraph. If it's fitness, hit the gym with intensity, pushing your limits. These actions build momentum, turning a small spark into a roaring blaze. Challenges will arise, as they always do, testing the strength of your fire. Distractions like mindless scrolling, toxic relationships, or soul-draining jobs can act like wet blankets, smothering your passion. Combat this by setting boundaries fiercely. Allocate specific times for passion pursuits, treating them as non-negotiable appointments with your future self. When doubt creeps in, and it will, remind yourself of past victories, no matter how small. That time you overcame a fear, learned a new skill, or helped someone. These are embers that can reignite your fire. Let's explore the science behind this a bit to solidify why embracing passion is non-optional. Studies in positive psychology, like those from Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi on flow states, show that when you're deeply engaged in activities that match your passions, you enter a zone of optimal performance where time distorts, creativity soars, and productivity skyrockets. This flow is where winners operate, focused, immersed, unstoppable. Neurologically, passion activates the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine that motivates continued effort. By embracing your inner fire, you're not just motivating yourself, you're hacking your biology for success. But embracing isn't just about the highs, it's about enduring the lows with grace. There will be burnout phases where the fire feels like it's reduced to ashes. In these moments, practice self-compassion. Rest, recharge, but never quit. Use techniques like mindfulness meditation to reconnect with your core drive. Visualize the end goal vividly. See yourself crossing the finish line. Feel the elation. Hear the applause, even if it's just your own. This visualization reignites the passion, pulling you back into action. As you progress, let your inner fire evolve. Passions aren't static, they grow with you. What started as a hobby might become a career, or a side project could turn into a movement. Stay open to this evolution, adapting your focus accordingly. Network with mentors who have walked similar paths, absorbing their wisdom like dry wood absorbs flames. Read biographies of those who won big. Steve Jobs, who passionately pursued design and innovation. Serena Williams, whose fire for tennis made her a legend. Learn from their journeys, the sacrifices they made, the focus they maintained. Incorporate rituals to keep the fire burning bright. Start your day with a passion affirmation. Today, I embrace my inner fire and take bold steps toward winning. End it with gratitude for the progress made. Track your passion pursuits in a dedicated journal, noting highs, lows, and insights. Celebrate milestones lavishly. Treat yourself to something special when you hit a goal, reinforcing the positive association. Focusing on you until you win demands that this inner fire becomes your compass, guiding every decision. When opportunities arise, ask, does this fuel my passion or dilute it? Choose accordingly. When setbacks hit, let the fire temper you like steel in a forge, making you stronger, more resilient. Picture the transformation. From someone drifting through life to a force of nature, driven by an unyielding passion that turns dreams into reality. Others will notice. Your energy will attract allies, your determination will open doors, your wins will inspire multitudes. But the greatest reward is internal, the profound satisfaction of living authentically, passionately, victoriously. Embracing the inner fire isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. Stoke it daily, protect it fiercely. Let it illuminate your path. As you do, you'll find that winning isn't just an outcome. It's the natural result of a life lived with burning focus on you. Yet there's more to this flame. It can spread, influencing every aspect of your existence, from relationships to health to wealth. Let's unpack that further. Imagine your passion as a wildfire, controlled yet expansive, consuming limitations and birthing new growth in its wake. In relationships, it draws in people who match your vibe, creating supportive networks that amplify your success. In health, it motivates nutritious choices and vigorous exercise, building a body that sustains your pursuits. In wealth, it drives innovative ideas and persistent effort, leading to abundance. But beware the pitfalls. Unchecked passion can lead to obsession, burning you out. Balance it with rest, hobbies, and perspective. Use tools like time blocking to allocate passion time without overwhelming your life. Seek feedback from trusted advisors to ensure your fire aligns with realistic goals. As you near the end of this chapter, internalize this. Your inner fire is the key to unlocking your potential. Embrace it and watch as focus transforms from effort to ecstasy. You're not just chasing wins, you're becoming a winner, one passionate step at a time. Stay fueled, stay focused, stay in the game. The victory awaits those who burn brightest. Now, carry this fire into the next phase of your journey, where we'll explore building unbreakable habits that sustain your focus and propel you to triumph. But for now, let this chapter simmer, letting its warmth infuse your spirit. Reflect, act, ignite. Chapter 3, Forging Unbreakable Discipline, the steel backbone of success. Discipline is the silent architect behind every towering achievement, the unseen force that turns fleeting motivation into enduring triumph. In this chapter, we delve into the art of forging unbreakable discipline, transforming it from a burdensome chore into the steel backbone that supports your relentless focus on you until you win. Without discipline, passion flickers like a candle in the wind, and focus scatters like leaves in a storm. But with it, you become an unstoppable machine, methodically building your path to victory one deliberate action at a time. Discipline isn't about perfection. It's about persistence, about showing up even when the fire dims, about choosing long-term fulfillment over short-term gratification. Let's begin by demystifying what true discipline entails. It's not the harsh, self-punishing regime often portrayed in motivational montages, waking at dawn to punishing workouts or grinding through endless hours without joy. No, unbreakable discipline is smarter, more sustainable. It's the quiet commitment to your goals, the daily rituals that align your actions with your vision. Imagine discipline as the roots of a mighty oak tree, delving deep into the soil, providing stability against the fiercest gales. Your passion is the leaves reaching for the sun, but without those roots, the tree topples. Forging this discipline means cultivating habits that nourish your growth, habits that become second nature, propelling you forward even on days when motivation wanes. Why is discipline so crucial in focusing on you until you win? Because the road to success is paved with temptations and trials that test your resolve. Instant gratification lurks everywhere, binge-watching shows instead of studying, scrolling social media rather than working on your craft, choosing comfort food over nutritious meals. These momentary pleasures erode your focus, delaying your wins. Discipline acts as your shield, helping you resist these siren calls. It ensures that your energy is channeled productively, that every day contributes to your empire building. Consider the stories of legends like Kobe Bryant, whose Mamba mentality was rooted in disciplined routines, endless practice sessions, meticulous preparation that elevated him to basketball immortality. Or Marie Curie, whose disciplined pursuit of science, despite societal barriers and personal hardships, led to groundbreaking discoveries and Nobel Prizes. Their wins weren't accidents. They were the fruits of forged discipline. To forge this unbreakable discipline, start with self-awareness. Assess your current habits honestly. What routines serve your goals? Which ones sabotage them? Keep a habit journal for a week, tracking your daily actions without judgment. Note patterns. Do you procrastinate on important tasks? Do you give in to distractions easily? This awareness is the forge's anvil where you'll hammer out weaknesses into strengths. Once aware, set clear, achievable goals. Use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. For instance, instead of vaguely saying, "I'll exercise more," commit to, "I'll run 3 miles every morning at 6 a.m. for the next 30 days." This specificity turns abstract desires into concrete actions, making discipline easier to maintain. Building discipline requires starting small to build momentum. The concept of atomic habits, as popularized by James Clear, emphasizes tiny changes that compound over time. Begin with microdisciplines. Make your bed first thing in the morning to instill a sense of accomplishment. Drink a glass of water upon waking to kickstart hydration. Spend 10 minutes reading a motivational book before bed. These small wins create a domino effect, boosting your confidence and making larger disciplines feel attainable. As you progress, layer on more. Dedicate an hour daily to skill building, whether it's coding, writing, or public speaking. Track your streaks. Use apps like Habitica or a simple calendar to visualize progress and maintain accountability. But forging discipline isn't just about addition, it's about subtraction too. Eliminate energy vampires that drain your focus. Audit your environment. Declutter your workspace to minimize distractions. Uninstall time-wasting apps from your phone. Curate your social circle to include only those who support your discipline. Implement the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately to prevent backlog. For bigger challenges, break them into chunks using the Pomodoro technique. Work focused for 25 minutes, then break for 5. This builds endurance, turning discipline from a sprint into a marathon. Inevitably, resistance will rear its head. Your mind, wired for comfort, will whisper excuses. "Just one more episode. I'll start tomorrow. It's too hard." Combat this with mindset tools. Practice delayed gratification through exercises like the marshmallow test principle. Reward yourself only after completing tasks. Use affirmations to rewire your brain. "I am disciplined. I choose growth over ease. My focus leads to wins." Visualize the consequences. See the regret of inaction versus the pride of perseverance. When slips happen, and they will, treat them as data, not defeats. Analyze what triggered the lapse, adjust, and recommit without self-flagellation. Let's explore the psychological underpinnings to deepen your understanding. Discipline thrives on dopamine management. Short-term pleasures spike it temporarily, but long-term achievements provide sustained satisfaction. By linking disciplines to intrinsic rewards, like the endorphin rush from a completed workout, you recondition your brain to crave productive actions. Neuroscience shows that consistent habits form neural pathways, making discipline automatic over time. Aim for 66 days, the average for habit formation according to studies, to embed these pathways deeply. Incorporate accountability to strengthen your forge. Share your goals with a trusted friend or join an online community where members hold each other to standards. Hire a coach if possible, someone who provides structure and feedback. Public commitments, like posting your progress on a blog or social media, selectively, to avoid performative traps, leverage social pressure positively. Reward systems work wonders. After a week of disciplined adherence, treat yourself to a massage or a favorite meal, associating discipline with pleasure. As your discipline solidifies, extend it to all life areas. In health, discipline means consistent nutrition, sleep, and exercise, fueling the body that carries your dreams. In finances, it's budgeting, saving, and investing wisely to build security. In relationships, it's disciplined communication and boundaries to foster supportive connections. This holistic approach ensures that focusing on you encompasses every facet, creating a synergistic push toward winning. Challenges will intensify as you climb higher. Plateaus where progress stalls, burnout from overdiscipline, external disruptions like illness or crises. Navigate plateaus by varying routines to reignite interest. Combat burnout with scheduled rest days, viewing them as strategic recharges. Handle disruptions with flexibility, adapting plans without abandoning them. Remember, unbreakable discipline bends but doesn't break. Envision the transformed you, rising effortlessly at dawn, tackling tasks with laser focus, ending days with satisfaction rather than regret. Your wins accumulate, Promotions earned, businesses launched, personal records shattered, all because you forged this steel backbone. Others may marvel at your luck, but you'll know it's discipline in disguise. Yet, discipline alone isn't enough. It must harmonize with flexibility to avoid rigidity. Allow for life's unpredictability, adjusting sails without losing direction. Celebrate the journey, finding joy in the disciplined process, not just the destination. As this chapter unfolds further, consider real-world applications. Suppose your goal is authorship. Discipline manifests as writing 500 words daily, rain or shine. For entrepreneurship, it's cold calling prospects consistently. For fitness, it's meal prepping weekly. Each act forges your character, sharpening your focus. Inspire yourself with role models. Arnold Schwarzenegger, whose disciplined bodybuilding routine led to Hollywood stardom and governorship. Angela Duckworth's research on grit, blending passion with perseverance. Absorb their lessons. Discipline compounds like interest, yielding exponential returns. To make it even more tangible, create a discipline blueprint. List your top 3 goals. Break them into daily actions. Schedule them rigidly. Review weekly, tweaking as needed. Use tools like planners, apps, Forest for Focus, Streaks for tracking, or even accountability jars. Add a marble for each disciplined day. Remember, forging unbreakable discipline is an act of self-love, honoring your potential by consistently choosing you. It's the bridge from dreaming to doing, from focusing to winning. But let's expand on potential pitfalls and countermeasures. Over-discipline can lead to isolation. Balance with social time. Perfectionism paralyzes. Aim for progress. External motivation fades. Cultivate internal drive through purpose alignment. In moments of weakness, recall your why, the deeper reason for your pursuit. Is it family legacy, personal redemption, societal impact? Let it steel your resolve. As you internalize this, your discipline becomes effortless, a natural extension of your focused self. Wins aren't distant dreams, they're inevitable outcomes. Stay disciplined, stay forged, stay victorious. This backbone will carry you through storms, ensuring you emerge stronger. Now, with passion ignited and discipline forged, prepare to tackle the mental fortitude that shields your focus in the chapters ahead. Reflect on this depth, implement its wisdom, and watch your transformation accelerate. Chapter 4. Cultivating Mental Resilience, the Shield Against Adversity. Mental resilience is the invisible armor that protects your focus, the unyielding shield that deflects the arrows of doubt, failure, and external chaos as you march toward victory. In this chapter, we explore the profound art of cultivating this resilience, turning it into a fortress around your mind that ensures you stay committed to focusing on you until you win. Resilience isn't innate. It's built through deliberate practice, forged in the fires of hardship, and honed like a blade through consistent effort. It's what separates those who crumble under pressure from those who rise stronger, using every setback as a stepping stone. Without mental resilience, even the fiercest passion and strictest discipline can falter when life inevitably tests you. With it, you become anti-fragile, not just surviving challenges, but thriving because of them. Let's unpack what mental resilience truly means in the context of your journey. It's the ability to bounce back from defeats, to maintain clarity amid confusion, to hold on to your vision when everything around you screams to let go. Picture yourself as a bamboo stalk in a raging storm, flexible yet rooted, bending with the winds but never breaking. This flexibility comes from a deep well of inner strength, drawn from self-belief, emotional intelligence, and adaptive thinking. In a world bombarding you with negativity, news cycles of doom, social comparisons that breed envy, personal losses that sting, resilience ensures your focus remains laser sharp on your goals, undeterred by the noise. Why is cultivating mental resilience essential for focusing on you until you win? Because the path to success is riddled with landmines, rejections that bruise your ego, failures that question your abilities, criticisms that erode your confidence. Without resilience, these can derail you, leading to procrastination, self-sabotage, or outright abandonment of your dreams. But with it, you transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. Look at historical figures who embodied this. Nelson Mandela, imprisoned for 27 years, yet emerging to lead a nation with forgiveness and vision. J.K. Rowling, facing poverty and rejection before Harry Potter's triumph. Or Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team only to become the GOAT through resilient determination. Their wins weren't gifted. They were earned by resilient minds that refused to yield. To cultivate this resilience, begin with mindset mastery. Adopt a growth mindset, as Carol Dweck describes, viewing challenges as chances to learn rather than threats to your worth. Challenge fixed beliefs like, I'm not smart enough, by reframing them. I haven't mastered this yet. Practice daily affirmations that reinforce resilience. I am adaptable. Setbacks strengthen me. My focus endures. Journaling is a powerful tool here. Dedicate time each evening to reflect on the day's trials. What went wrong? What did I learn? How can I improve? This turns experiences into wisdom, building a reservoir of resilience. Emotional regulation is another cornerstone. Resilience demands you manage feelings without letting them manage you. When anger flares from a setback, acknowledge it, then channel it into productive action. Techniques like deep breathing, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, can reset your nervous system in moments of stress. Mindfulness meditation, even 10 minutes daily via apps like Headspace, trains your mind to observe thoughts without attachment, reducing reactivity. For deeper emotional work, explore cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT principles. Identify distorted thinking patterns, like catastrophizing. This failure means I'll never succeed, and counter them with evidence-based realities. This is one hurdle. I've overcome others. Building resilience also involves physical foundations, as mind and body are intertwined. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours nightly to enhance cognitive function and emotional stability. Nutrition fuels resilience. Consume omega-3 rich foods like salmon for brain health, complex carbs for steady energy, and antioxidants from berries to combat stress. Exercise isn't optional. It's a resilience booster. High-intensity interval training or yoga builds physical toughness that mirrors mental strength, releasing endorphins that elevate mood and fortify focus. Social support plays a pivotal role too. While focusing on you means self-reliance, it doesn't mean isolation. Cultivate a network of resilient allies, mentors who've weathered storms, friends who uplift rather than undermine. Share vulnerabilities selectively. Vulnerability builds connection and resilience through shared stories. Join communities like mastermind groups or online forums where members exchange resilience strategies. But set boundaries. Distance energy drainers who amplify negativity, protecting your mental space. Anticipate and prepare for adversity to strengthen your shield. Scenario planning, visualizing potential obstacles and rehearsing responses builds proactive resilience. If launching a business, foresee funding rejections and plan pitches accordingly. Use pre-mortems. Imagine your project failed, identify causes, then mitigate them up front. This foresight turns surprises into expected hurdles, reducing their impact. When adversity strikes, employ the ABC model from resilience psychology. Adversity, the event; belief, your interpretation; consequence, your response. Shift beliefs from pessimistic, this always happens to me, to optimistic, this is temporary and specific. Practice gratitude amid trials. List 3 things you're thankful for daily to shift perspective from lack to abundance, maintaining focus on your wins. Let's dive into advanced techniques. Stoicism offers timeless wisdom. Focus on what's controllable, your actions, attitudes, and accept what's not. Outcomes, others' opinions. Read Marcus Aurelius's Meditations for daily doses. Exposure therapy builds resilience by gradually facing fears. Start small, like public speaking to a mirror, then escalate to groups. Reframing failure as feedback. After a flop, dissect it objectively. What worked? What didn't? What's next? Turns losses into launches. Resilience evolves with practice, so incorporate challenges intentionally. Set discomfort goals. Cold showers to build tolerance, fasting periods for self-control, or learning a new skill to embrace beginner's humility. Track resilience metrics. Rate your stress handling weekly. Note improvements. Celebrate resilient moments. Surviving a tough day deserves recognition, reinforcing the behavior. In relationships, resilience means forgiving yourself and others, letting go of grudges that weigh you down. In career pursuits, it means pivoting without panic when plans shift. In personal growth, it's persisting through plateaus, knowing breakthroughs follow. Imagine the resilient you, facing rejection with a smile, knowing its redirection, enduring long hours with grit, fueled by purpose, emerging from crises wiser, not weary. Your focus sharpens, wins accelerate, promotions secured through persistent effort, creative blocks shattered by adaptive thinking, personal fulfillment deepened by emotional depth. But resilience isn't imperviousness, it's recovery speed. Allow space for grief, then rise. Avoid toxic positivity. Acknowledge pain, then alchemize it. Extend resilience to long-term visioning. Envision your 5-year win. What mental strengths got you there? Reverse engineer. Build those now. Use vision boards, but ground them in resilient actions. Pitfalls abound. Over-resilience can lead to burnout. Balance with self-care. Under-resilience breeds victimhood. Counter with agency affirmations. External validations weaken internal resilience. Prioritize self-approval. Real-world applications. In fitness, resilience pushes through workout walls. In writing, it drafts despite blocks. In entrepreneurship, it iterates post-failure. Inspire with exemplars. Malala Yousafzai, resilient advocate post-attack. Elon Musk, bouncing from SpaceX explosions. Their shields? Unwavering belief. Adaptive strategies. Craft a resilience ritual. Morning mindset priming, evening reflection, weekly challenge. Tools, journals, apps, Dailyo for mood tracking, books, Resilient by Rick Hansen. This cultivation isn't quick, it's compounding. Each resilient act fortifies your shield, protecting your focus. Yet, resilience interweaves with vulnerability. Embrace both for authentic strength. In vulnerability lies connection, in resilience, endurance. As you absorb this, your mental fortress solidifies. Wins aren't luck, they're resilient pursuits. Stay resilient, stay shielded, stay winning. With fire, discipline, and resilience aligned, next we fortify with strategic planning. Reflect, fortify, advance. Chapter 5, Crafting a Strategic Blueprint. Mapping your path to victory. With your passion ignited, discipline forged, and mental resilience fortified, it's time to channel these forces into a strategic blueprint, a detailed nor actionable map that guides your relentless focus on you until you win. Success doesn't happen by chance. It's the result of meticulous planning, where every step is intentional, every resource optimized, and every obstacle anticipated. In this chapter, we dive deep into the art of crafting this blueprint, transforming your dreams from abstract visions into a concrete roadmap that ensures your focus translates into tangible wins. A strategic blueprint is your compass, keeping you aligned with your goals when distractions loom, doubts creep in, or life throws curveballs. It's the difference between wandering aimlessly and marching purposefully toward victory. Imagine yourself as an architect designing a skyscraper that will pierce the clouds. Without a blueprint, your efforts would collapse under the weight of chaos, misaligned foundations, wasted materials, endless revisions. But with a detailed plan, every beam, every bolt, every floor aligns perfectly, creating a structure that stands tall against time and storms. Your life, your goals, your wins deserve the same precision. A strategic blueprint outlines not just where you're going, but how you'll get there, breaking the journey into manageable phases while keeping the big picture in view. It's about clarity, efficiency, and foresight, ensuring that your focus on you is never squandered on dead ends or detours. Why is this strategic blueprint so critical to focusing on you until you win? Because without a plan, even the most passionate, disciplined, and resilient person risks spinning their wheels. Life is a labyrinth of choices, career paths, relationships, personal growth opportunities, and without a map, you can get lost in the maze. A blueprint provides structure, helping you prioritize what matters, allocate resources wisely, and measure progress accurately. It's what allowed visionaries like Jeff Bezos to scale Amazon from a garage startup to a global empire through calculated steps, or Serena Williams to dominate tennis by strategically honing her skills and mental game. Their wins were no flukes. They were engineered through strategic planning rooted in self-focus. To craft your strategic blueprint, start with a vision so vivid it feels like reality. Close your eyes and picture your ultimate win, 5, 10, or 20 years from now. Where are you? What are you doing? Who surrounds you? Feel the emotions, the pride, the freedom, the joy. If your dream is to own a thriving business, see yourself signing deals, leading a team, impacting lives. If it's creative mastery, envision your work in galleries, on stages, or in bookstores. Write this vision in exhaustive detail, pages if necessary, capturing every sensory element. This isn't daydreaming. It's the foundation of your blueprint, the North Star that guides every decision. Next, reverse engineer this vision into milestones. Break the long-term goal into yearly, quarterly, monthly, and weekly targets. For example, if your win is launching a tech startup, your 5-year milestone might be a profitable company with 50 employees. Year 1 could focus on product development and securing initial funding. Quarter 1 on market research and prototype creation. Month 1 on drafting a business plan. Week 1 on identifying your target audience. This hierarchical breakdown makes the grand vision less daunting, turning it into actionable steps. Use tools like Trello or Notion to organize these milestones visually, creating a digital blueprint you can revisit and refine. Now, identify the resources you'll need for each phase. Resources aren't just financial. They include time, skills, networks, and mental energy. Conduct a personal audit. What skills do you already possess? What gaps need filling? If your goal requires coding expertise, plan to take online courses or hire a developer. If it demands public speaking, join Toastmasters. Allocate time ruthlessly. Block hours daily for high-priority tasks, treating them as sacred. Financially, create a budget that supports your blueprint. Cut unnecessary expenses, like that third streaming service, and redirect funds toward courses, tools, or mentorship. Your network is a goldmine. List contacts who can open doors, whether mentors, peers, or industry insiders, and strategize outreach. Energy management is equally critical. Schedule rest, exercise, and mindfulness to sustain peak performance. Anticipating obstacles is a cornerstone of your blueprint. Conduct a SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Strengths might include your work ethic or creativity. Weaknesses could be procrastination or lack of technical skills. Opportunities might be emerging markets or supportive communities. Threats could include economic downturns or personal burnout. For each, devise contingency plans. If funding falls through, explore crowdfunding or side hustles. If burnout looms, schedule mandatory breaks. This proactive approach minimizes surprises, keeping your focus intact. Scenario planning takes this further. Imagine best case, worst case, and likely scenarios for your journey. Then prepare strategies for each. If your goal is authorship, what if publishers reject you? Plan to self-publish or pitch to smaller presses. Execution is where the blueprint comes alive. Adopt the 80-20 rule. Pareto principle. Focus 80% of your efforts on the 20% of tasks that drive the most impact. Prioritize ruthlessly using the Eisenhower matrix. Categorize tasks as urgent/important, delegating or eliminating the rest. Batch similar tasks like emails or research to maintain flow. Track progress meticulously. Weekly reviews assess what worked, what didn't, and what's next. Use metrics. If your goal is fitness, track reps, weights, or miles. For business, monitor revenue or customer growth. Data keeps you honest, showing whether your blueprint is effective or needs tweaking. Flexibility is as vital as structure. Life is unpredictable. Jobs change, markets shift, personal crises emerge. Build adaptability into your blueprint. Set pivot points every quarter to reassess goals and adjust course without losing sight of your vision. For example, if a career shift stalls, explore adjacent fields that leverage your skills. Embrace iterative planning. Your blueprint evolves as you grow, incorporating new insights and opportunities. This dynamic approach ensures your focus remains relevant, not rigid. Let's ground this in science. Strategic planning leverages the brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision-making and goal setting. Studies show that written plans increase success rates by 42%, Dr. Gail Matthews' research, as writing clarifies intent and boosts commitment. The Zeigarnik effect, our brain's tendency to remember incomplete tasks, can be harnessed by breaking goals into small, unfinished steps, keeping you motivated. Dopamine release from hitting milestones reinforces progress, making planning addictive in a positive way. Incorporate rituals to sustain your blueprint. Start mornings reviewing your daily priorities, aligning them with your vision. End days logging progress, noting wins and lessons. Weekly, refine your plan, celebrating milestones to maintain momentum. Tools like Asana for task management, Google Calendar for scheduling, or bullet journals for analog lovers keep your blueprint organized. Visualize success daily. See yourself executing each step, feeling the satisfaction of progress. Real-world application. For an aspiring musician, the blueprint includes weekly practice hours, monthly gig bookings, yearly album releases, with resources like lessons and studio time budgeted. For a corporate climber, it's daily skill building, quarterly networking, yearly promotions, with mentorship as a key resource. Obstacles like rejection or time constraints are countered with persistence and time blocking. Inspire with exemplars. Elon Musk's SpaceX blueprint mapped reusable rockets despite skepticism. Oprah's media empire grew from strategic career pivots. Their plans were detailed, adaptable, relentless. Pitfalls to avoid. Overplanning paralyzes. Act even with an imperfect blueprint. Underplanning breeds chaos. Ensure enough detail to guide. Distractions like shiny new opportunities tempt deviation. Vet them against your vision. Your blueprint's power lies in its clarity. Each step is a brick in your empire. Each choice a testament to your focus. Envision the outcome, a life where wins stack, businesses launched, books published, records broken, all because you planned strategically. Extend this to all life areas. In relationships, plan intentional time for loved ones, strengthening bonds. In health, schedule workouts and meal prep, ensuring vitality. In finances, map investments and savings, building wealth. Balance ambition with realism. Set stretch goals that push but don't break. Reward progress. Small treats for weekly wins, bigger ones for milestones, reinforcing your blueprint's execution. This strategic blueprint isn't static, it's a living document evolving with you. As wins accumulate, your confidence grows, focus sharpens, victory nears. Stay mapped, stay focused, stay winning. With resilience shielding you and a blueprint guiding you, Next we'll harness time mastery to accelerate your wins. Reflect, plan, conquer. Chapter 6, Mastering Time, the currency of your success. Time is the most precious currency you possess, the one resource that once spent can never be reclaimed. In this final chapter, we delve into the art of mastering time, transforming it from a fleeting adversary into a powerful ally that amplifies your focus on you until you win. Every second, minute, and hour is a building block for your victory, and how you wield this currency determines whether you drift through life or charge toward your goals with precision. Mastering time isn't about cramming more into your day, it's about aligning every moment with your strategic blueprint, ensuring that each tick of the clock propels you closer to triumph. This chapter, rich with depth and actionable wisdom, equips you to command time like a maestro conducting a symphony, creating a masterpiece of success through deliberate, focused effort. Picture time as a river flowing relentlessly forward. You can't stop it, but you can navigate it with skill, steering your boat toward your destination rather than being swept aimlessly by the current. Most people squander this river, letting it slip through their fingers in distractions, indecision, or procrastination. But not you. By mastering time, you become its architect, carving out channels that direct its flow toward your wins. This mastery is the culmination of your passion, discipline, resilience, and strategy, each previous chapter converging here to ensure that your focus on you is not just a mindset, but a lived reality, measured in hours well spent. Why is time mastery the linchpin of focusing on you until you win? Because time is the finite arena where all your efforts unfold. Without mastery, even the most passionate dreams, disciplined habits, resilient mindset, and strategic plans falter, diluted by wasted moments. Success belongs to those who treat time with reverence, allocating it with the precision of a surgeon and the foresight of a chess grandmaster. Consider icons like Beyoncé, who balances music, business, and family through meticulous time management, or Warren Buffett, whose disciplined allocation of time to learning and investing built an empire. Their wins were sculpted from the raw material of time, used with intention and efficiency. To master time, begin with a profound shift in perspective. See every moment as an investment in your future self. Start by auditing your current time usage. For 1 week, track every activity in 15-minute increments: work, sleep, social media, meals, even idle moments. Use apps like Toggle or a simple spreadsheet. This reveals your time leaks, hours lost to mindless scrolling, unnecessary meetings, or tasks that could be delegated. Be brutally honest. Most people are shocked to find they waste 20 to 30 hours weekly on low-value activities. This audit is your baseline, showing where time aligns with your blueprint and where it's frittered away. With clarity on your time, prioritize ruthlessly using your strategic blueprint from Chapter 5. Identify your big rocks, the high-impact tasks that drive your goals forward. If you're building a business, these might be product development or client outreach. If pursuing fitness, it's workouts and meal prep. Schedule these first using time blocking, Assign specific hours daily to these priorities, treating them as non-negotiable appointments. For example, block 7 to 9 a.m. for deep work on your passion project, 6 to 7 p.m. for exercise. Protect these blocks fiercely. Say no to distractions, mute notifications, and communicate boundaries to others. The Eisenhower Matrix, mentioned earlier, refines this. Focus on important, non-urgent tasks, like skill building, over urgent but unimportant ones, like responding to every email instantly. Eliminate time thieves with surgical precision. Social media, a notorious culprit, can be tamed with tools like Freedom or Stay Focused D, limiting access to set times. Delegate low-value tasks, household chores, administrative work, if budget allows, freeing hours for high-impact focus. Automate where possible, set up bill payments, use email filters, or employ AI tools for repetitive tasks. The goal is to create time abundance where your focus isn't fractured by trivialities. Apply the one-touch rule. Handle tasks like emails or dishes once, acting, delegating, or deleting immediately to prevent backlog. To maximize efficiency, leverage the science of productivity. Your brain's peak performance varies. Most people are sharpest in the morning, your biological prime time. Identify yours through experimentation and schedule cognitively demanding tasks then. Use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes focused, 5-minute breaks, to sustain concentration. Batch similar tasks. Group emails, calls, or errands to minimize context switching, which studies show can waste 20% of your day. The 2-minute rule applies here too. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. These micro-disciplines compound, saving hours weekly. Energy management is time management's twin. Your focus thrives when energy is high, so align tasks with your energy cycles. High energy periods are for creative or strategic work, low energy times for routine tasks like organizing. Protect energy through sleep, 7 to 9 hours, ideally with a consistent schedule, nutrition, protein-rich breakfasts, hydration, and exercise. Even 20-minute walks boost cognition. Avoid energy-draining traps like late-night screen time or toxic interactions. A rested, energized you makes every hour count. Incorporate rituals to anchor your time mastery. Start mornings with a 5-minute time intention exercise. Review your blueprint, set daily priorities, visualize success. End days with a 10-minute reflection. What time was well spent? What needs adjustment? Weekly, conduct a time audit review, tweaking your schedule for efficiency. Use tools like Google Calendar for digital precision or a physical planner for tactile satisfaction. Apps like Rescue Time track digital habits, offering insights to refine your approach. Anticipate time disruptions, unexpected emergencies, procrastination urges, or overcommitments. Build buffers. Leave 10 to 15% of your day unscheduled for flexibility. When procrastination strikes, use the 5-second rule. Count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then act to break inertia. For major disruptions, illness, job loss, refer to your resilience strategies from Chapter 4, Adapting Your Blueprint Without Abandoning It. Scenario planning helps here too. Map out responses to potential time crunch scenarios like tight deadlines or family demands. Science backs this approach. Time management studies, like those by Laura Vanderkam, show that structured schedules increase perceived control and reduce stress, boosting focus. The planning fallacy, underestimating task duration, can be countered by adding 50% buffer time to estimates. Dopamine from completing tasks reinforces time discipline, creating a positive feedback loop. Apply this to your goals. Aspiring author? Schedule 6 to 8 a.m. for writing 500 words, non-negotiable. Entrepreneur? Block afternoons for client calls, evenings for strategy. Fitness enthusiast? Morning workouts, evening meal prep. Each block is a deposit in your success bank, compounding over time. Inspire with exemplars. Benjamin Franklin's daily schedules balanced work, learning, and rest, shaping a polymath's legacy. Indra Nooyi's time mastery as PepsiCo CEO balanced corporate leadership with personal life. Their secret? Intentional time allocation, rooted in self-focus. Pitfalls to avoid. Overscheduling breeds burnout, include downtime. Underscheduling wastes potential. Fill gaps with growth tasks. Multitasking fragments focus. Studies show it reduces productivity by 40%. Commit to single tasking for deep work. Your time mastery transforms you. Days once lost to chaos now hum with purpose. Win stack. Projects completed, skills mastered, relationships nurtured, all because you wielded time like a master craftsman. Envision the outcome. A life where every hour serves your victory, where focus on you is a daily reality. Extend to all areas. In relationships, schedule quality time to deepen bonds. In health, time block self care. In finances, dedicate hours to budgeting and investing. Balance ambition with rest. Schedule white space for creativity and recovery. This mastery is your legacy's foundation. Each moment invested in you is a brick in your empire. Reflect on your audit, implement your blocks, celebrate time well spent. Stay focused, stay time rich, stay winning. This chapter closes our journey, but your focus on you continues. With passion ignited, discipline forged, resilience built, strategy mapped, and time mastered, your victory is inevitable. Go forth, focus relentlessly, and win.